Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope all of you are doing well. And you noticed the little spread I've got going on today. Today I'm going to be unboxing some Zumoners TCG, who is a fellow TCG creator whom I've been enjoying recently. I'll have a link to their channel in the description so you can check him out. He does a lot of battle videos and deck techs of his game. And I've just kind of been enjoying it because I really like the art style he has for his game, so I picked a bunch of cards up of his game from the Game Crafter. I'm sure you might be wondering why a bunch of this is already opened. Well, there's two reasons for that. One, I just couldn't help myself, and two, he has two options for purchasing this game. There's a standard option which comes in the foiled packs, so you get like a wrapped 18 card pack. And there's also a budget option that doesn't come with the packaging, but you still get the 18 cards, which is a little cheaper. And so I opted to do that for most of these. But I still want to quickly go through all of these to kind of sort them and see what I got, because for part 2, I am going to be using these cards I got, and I'll be building a couple of sealed decks with them and pitting them against each other to show off the gameplay. So I'm going to go through the open packs first real quickly, just so you can see what kind of cards there are. So there's 6 different elements he's got in his game. You've got fire, water, wind, earth, dark, and light, as well as you have the neutral cards. And so I think I'm going to sort through them just kind of so I can get a good look at them to see what kind of decks I can really build. There's a card I like. It's Great Bull. I really like the art on that one. You got Volcano Giant. Got a Lava Shark. Tentacle Portal, which is kind of creepy. Got Fireball. Oops. Got some pretty good wind cards so far. Cloud Breeze in particular is pretty good. It returns all attacking characters to their owner's hand. And these I want to make sure I want to track too, to see what kind of there's a couple of combiner creatures in this game, and so I want to see how many of those I have, see if I can use those. And each deck is going to have a leader, or Zumoner as they're called, hence the name of the game. And they're basically meant to headline the deck, and I kind of want to see if I'm able to get all 6 of these, so I have a nice bit of choice. So Master Monk here is for the light, and he allows you to put an extra energy card into play if you pay 2 light energy to do so, which is kind of nice. Another one, I've got another Earth Golem, another Poison. I'm just kind of separating, again, I want to separate these by color, just to see what I've got. Just a little. I'll point out some cards that I like when I see them. You've got like your basic character cards and action cards, but there's also field cards like Rock Canyon here, which you can use to put onto the field to have a continuous effect, as well as attachments, which you can attach to either your character or one of an opponent's, and that'll provide an effect on them. There's Goldfish, which if you play him, you can draw an extra card. Gilbert, which is pretty cool. You cosplay him, you get to return a creature your opponent controls to their hand, which is kind of a nice removal piece. Buzzing Hive, which allows you to play buzzing bees from your deck. We did actually get one of those too. And then Venom Viper. And I also got Trap Plant and Slithering Plant in this pack. So he has a suite of plants which all destroy a different amount of creatures. There's Trap Plant, which destroys 1 cost or lower creatures, and Slithering Plant, which destroys 2 cost or lower creatures. There's also one that destroys 3 cost or lower, but I don't know. Well, I did look through all these cards, and I don't quite have it in here. Maybe there's one in here, but we'll see. But it's great that they're colors, so any deck can use them. So this third pack now has got Black Rat, Bubble Frog, lightning lizard, another rock king, so Earth's looking kind of nice. Energy shield, which can stop an attack. So I think that's the second one of those. There's Sea Kraken. I want to kind of set these to the side as on their own pile, just to see if I can build those. There's one of the combined creatures, which is Great Minotaur. You need Great Bull and Human Male to construct him during a game. There's Icicle Fish, which can attack your opponent's shields directly. If you're not aware, shields are basically your life in the game, and if you destroy all your opponent's shields, you can then attack one more time directly to win the game. And there's a legendary card, Blessed Horn, which allows you to search your deck for a creature, put it in your hand. Very nice thing to have. Gatekeeper, so I have 3 of these 6 leaders so far. There's Human Male, which I talked about a little earlier. Another Harden, Bubble Frog, Static Sheep, Hunting Owl. There's Burn. Earth Golem. Burn I didn't quite look at, but it's kind of interesting. If the attached creature is fire type, it gets a power increase. But if you attach it to a creature who's not fire type, it actually loses defense. So it's kind of an interesting card to have. Got Stoneback Grizzly Bear, Ant Queen, another Sea Kraken. That's another one of the heads. I want to see if I got any of the other parts real quick. Just another Gale Bird, which is kind of nice to have. So that makes 2. So I might be building a wind deck here. There's another Great Minotaur. World Tree, which is kind of interesting. It lets you unturn all your earth energy. Energy being what you need to play all the cards in the game. There's Cloud Breeze, which that's my second one of those as well. And Wind Witch. So I've got 4 of the 6 leaders here. So I might do a run through of all the leaders real quick after going through this set. Another Juvenile Sandworm combination, which you need to play the combined creatures like Great Minotaur here. Black Rat, another Bubble Frog. I've got quite a few of those. Twister. Meditation, which allows you to put energy into play. I'll have to really study the rules later, but I think as far as playing energy is concerned, you have to either choose to add an energy to your hand or draw a card, but not both. So I'll have to, again, look through the actual rules before I end up playing the game. This one's a nice little card, Mountain Rescuer. If your leader is Earth type, you get to reduce the cost of it. And if one of your other creatures is attacked, you can stop the attack. So it's another way of stopping attacks. Iron Golem. There's another part of Sea Kraken. It's the right side this time. So got to keep an eye out for the left side as well. And there's Fire Dragon, who's actually the cover card you can see on the pack here. And he's pretty interesting. Typically with ultra rares, you can only play 1 in your deck, but he's special. You can actually play up to 3 copies of him. So it's nice that we got one of those. Another Master Monk for leader. Almost done going through all the different cards from the loose packs. I'm going to be moving on to this pack last. I did get one of the covered packs just so I could have that experience of opening it on camera for you guys. So Cyclone Gorilla, which is cool. Earth Golem. Fire Breath to go with the Fire Dragon. So if you happen to control a dragon creature when you play this, you can destroy all your opponent's creatures with a lower cost than your dragon. It's a pretty powerful card. Another Fireball. I think that's the 3rd one. That's also the 3rd Great Minotaur as well. Block Wall. Another World Tree. Another Trap Plant. So I actually have 2 of those. I'm able to at least, so when I do build decks, I can at least put 1 of each of those in there. Final one of the loose packs, so I'll then be moving on to the wrapped pack and then have that experience of opening it with you guys. I think I said that already, but still, I think it bears mentioning again. You got Flying Squirrel. Another great Minotaur, so that's 4. And there's the left arm of the Sea Kraken. So now I have all 3 parts of it, so I could potentially put that into a water deck. Double Strike, which allows creatures to attack twice. Another Gale Bird, which is nice. Burning Golem. Surfacing, which allows you to free play a water type fish from your deck. That's kind of nice. Dark Devourer. I'll have to look through them to see how many of those I have. Pyromancer. So I have actually 5 of the 6 leaders now. So what Dark Devourers do I have here? So I have left and right. Doesn't look like I have the center. I could still potentially pull it from here. Let's find out. If I can get this open, you can see 106 cards to collect, 18 cards per pack. You have their Flames beginning. You have the YouTube channel down there. Again, I'll provide a link in the description. I'll also be providing a link to the Game Crafter page so you can check out the game for yourself if you want to pick some cards up for yourself. So there's an Earth Energy, Enhanced Claws, which you can attach to a beast creature to increase its power by 2. Glassstone Tortoise, 1/3 light creature, pretty nice. Fire Spirit, no stats, but it also doesn't cost anything to play. Shock Hedgehog, which a light creature that when it's attacked, you can attach a shock to a creature that attacked it from your hand or deck. Which, if we look at shock, what it does, I did get a couple copies. It says the attached creature loses its abilities, so it's that's a nice one to have. Going back to the pack, we've got Firemane Lion. Another combination which will be pretty helpful to play some of these combined creatures. Fast Rabbit. No abilities, but it's a 1/2. Bubble Frog. It's another 1/2, but for water this time. Charcoal Beater. Sorry about that. Charcoal Beetle. Got a little tongue-tied there. Flowing Draw, which is a pretty useful card. It simply lets you draw 2 cards. Nothing wrong with that. A second Fire Dragon, which is nice. I might be building Fire deck. And another Fireball. Another copy of the right side of Sea Kraken. Dark Return, which lets you free play a dark type creature from your graveyard that was destroyed this turn. So that's a nice one to have. Gold Lion, 2 costs, 6/4. If it destroys a creature in battle, you get to draw a card. And another Blessed Horn. So that's actually the second one I could actually give each deck a Blessed Horn. And then the leader is Master Monk. So unfortunately, I didn't get all 6 leaders, but I did get most of them, so which is nice. So I'll be able to build a wide variety of decks here. And then this last pack is a pack of energy. Every pack does come with at least 1 energy card, but this way you get 3 copies of each type of energy. So I wanted to get one of these so I could build whatever deck I wanted and not be locked into specific colors, since I have a limited selection of cards to work with here. But that about does it for this little unboxing. Thank you very much for watching. Hope if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and comment below which of these cards that you've seen is your favorite. I think some of my favorites, for Wind, it's got to be Galebird. I just like his design. And there's also the Fire Dragon as well. I like it. And those are some of my favorites that I like from among these. And like I said, next time I'll have some decks assembled and I will show an on-camera battle for you. It might take a while to get that out because I still want to learn the rules really well, and so I can really put on a good showing. But I will let you know when I get that video out, and it'll be a good time. I will see you guys in whatever video I upload next, and take care.